All right, guys, very excited. Coming off the winter months and now starting to get into spring, which means warmer temperatures during the day, still cool temperatures at night. So we're out here going to be frost seeding today on this farm here in Maryland. Now, last year was the first time I've planted this food plot in about 3 years, and I put it in the Whitetail Institute beets and greens, and it was very attractive through the latter part of the winter. Had a lot of deer through here. Had one buck that I was actually getting ready to start hunting, and then he dropped half of his shed in mid-January. So I'm back here now. I'm going to be doing some frost seeding with the Whitetail Institute Imperial Whitetail Clover. Very excited about it because it's a very easy thing to do. But the main reason I love this spot is because over here is a county park, and it's not pressured. It's very rarely hunted. It's a program where, you know, hunting only exists a few times a year. So there's a lot of deer on this property. And on the other side of this timber here is all ag fields. So your bigger, you know, soybeans and corn. Most of the time we have here in Maryland planted in soybean. That's your destination food source at night, where most of your deer are spending their time at night, right? So a lot of the deer from the surrounding areas will end up in that location in the evening. Now I know they bed over here. I know they end up over there, and I've got this strip here in the middle. And so I like to plant this occasionally with an annual. This year, obviously, we're going with the Whitetail Imperial Clover. It's going to be a perennial. We're going to do some frost seeding, and then we may mix in some things later on. But it's going to be a highly attractive spot where I've got my stand set up. The deer will come up from bedding. They'll feed here for a little bit before heading to the destination plot at night. What does that mean? Obviously, it gives me a great shot opportunity, allows me to see deer as they're passing through. Obviously, it's beneficial for nutrition purposes, but the absolute main reason that I'm planting this and that I love this spot is deer will come here while it's still daylight, and then by dusk or dark, they're in that destination food plot. So what does that mean? That means I can get down from my stand and walk away, and I'm not bumping deer out of here. They've already moved on, and that's extremely important, both in the morning and in the evening. So I can set up here as long as I've got a good wind. The deer are coming back off the main food source. They may stop here, go bed. I can walk away. They'll never know I'm here. Same thing coming out of the bedding area. Is it always play out like that? Absolutely not. Things change. Your thermals, you've got wind, you've got to pay attention to all that stuff. But when access is the most important, that is one of the biggest keys. If you can find a location that sits in between the bedding and the destination food source and put something right there in between, you're going to be in a good spot. And of course, this year and every year I've planted food plots on this farm, we've used Whitetail Institute.